She like the way I'm dripping organic. Got on my wrist a Titanic. Come ride on this like a bandit. Get high on the perky and Xanny. From the bar on the jet to Miami. When the chopper start kicking, it's damage. Got Patek on her wrist and her panties. Yeah, ain't no drama. In the back of Maybach on comfy. Yeah, iced out summers. Invite your man through a slumbers. My money long out there yonder. Yeah, fat ass with a flat stomach. We'll get glad cost a whole 100. The coupe fat doing 200.
Don't want no drama, ma.
I don't want no drama.
We pulled up in that ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
Then backed out in that oh my god.
Oh my God.
Don't want no drama, ma.
I don't want no drama, no.
Don't want no drama, ma.
I don't want no drama,
We
no.
pulled up in that ooh la la. Then backed out in that oh my god. Don't want no drama, ma.
Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Woo. Walk it like I talk it. You. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Woo. Walk it like I talk it. Hey. Walk it like I talk it. 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 Woo. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Hey. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. You. Take my shoes and walk a mile, something that you can't do. Woo. Hey. Big talks of the town, big boy gang moves. I like to walk around with my chain loose. Chain. She just bought a new, but got the same booze. Whipping up dope, scientists. Whip it up, cook it up. That's my sauce where you find it. That's my sauce. Look at
Ooh, Nipsey brought him out. Hi,
no
y'all.
checks, no minus.
I know you. I've met you before somewhere. You been here before? I've seen you in the streets. Hi, you guys. How y'all feeling? You guys excited for Victory Lap? New album? What up, my niggas? Don't be acting like you don't know me. How are you, boo? Oh, hi, boo. So everybody knows that we're gonna listen to some exclusive cuts off the album. So everybody knows that if you pull out your phone during this process, you might just get kicked out. They took your phones? Oh, that's fucked up. Just so y'all know. Are we live? Are we doing Twitter live anything? Okay. I swear to God, I would get hella fines. Hella fines. We're good? Oh, shit. Okay. How's everybody feeling right now? Are you guys excited to see Nipsey Hussle? All right, then I need you guys all to put your hands together for Nipsey Hussle. Hey.
What's up, everybody? What's cracking? I like that hat, bro. Yeah. That's right. Love. Hell yeah. What's up?
We are officially, what, a week and a half away?
Yeah, like 8 days. I'm a little bit over a week, yeah.
Victory Lap in stores, available to all of y'all.
Yeah, pre-order that thing, man. ASAP. Yeah.
Now, I know you just dropped the track list.
Not yet. I ain't put it out yet. It's coming out. Well, I ain't gonna say when. It's coming out soon, though.
You gonna put it out soon?
Real soon.
Okay, well, then maybe somebody showed me a sneak peek or something because...
You get the inside info, you know.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So how has this whole process been for you? Because you've been talking about this album for a few months now.
Yeah.
And I know that you've been grinding, just trying to get the word out for you. Like, what are you most excited about for this album?
Really just letting everybody hear the music, you know. I feel like I never put so much into a project. You know, I've been on a mixtape grind since I came into the game.
Right.
And this being my first album, you know, we did a partnership with Atlantic Records. So I just wanted everything to be elevated, you know, musically, lyrically, the production, the concepts, the features.
Right.
And I feel like we accomplished that. So I'm just excited to, you know, unleash the music and let everybody hear what we did.
Have you been getting clapback from fans because you did the deal with Atlantic?
Well, I mean, just for clarity, I'm signing All Money In for life. I got a Suge Knight deal with my label.
Okay.
But you know, my label partnered up with Atlantic Records, so we did a strategic partnership.
Okay.
You know, so I ain't been getting no negative feedback about it. I think my fans wanted to see me take what I was doing to the next level.
Okay.
And you know, I waited as long as I waited so that we could do, you know, a partnership as opposed to a traditional artist signing to a label situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on that, because I know knowing people from Atlanta, they do a lot of big things, so I can see a lot of bright things in your future.
Thank you.
But
Yeah, I'm in good company up there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, because you mentioned waiting, it just brought to my mind that you were one of the first people to talk about cryptocurrency.
Right.
And my sister, for instance, invested a few years ago. She bought Bitcoin for like, I think it was $600 a share.
Oh, she passed.
And so now when it's up to 10 racks plus,
Yeah.
like, how do you project that, especially the urban youth who are like, cryptocurrency, what if I can't touch it? You know what I mean?
I mean, it's just something that this is the infant stage of that whole category. It's an investment category, so you know, educate yourself. Obviously, don't just follow what nobody say. But I feel like, you know, to get in Apple really early,
Right.
or to get in Uber, or to get in any one of these companies that ended up becoming so major,
Right.
you know, you hear them stories about how beneficial being early was. And so I just wanted to be vocal about the opportunity and just, like, you know what I mean, let everybody hear somebody that's in rap and that's in hip hop talking about it, so it'll hit their consciousness, and if anything, they just go do their research about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you sell off any of your Bitcoin when it hit its peak a couple weeks ago?
I didn't know it had hit its peak. I knew it was growing. I'm like, it's gonna go to 100,000. We gonna hit it lit. But I mean, I'm in it for the long run though, so I'm just chilling. I ain't looking to cash out no time soon. I'm gonna just pay attention to where, you know, like I said, I think it can continue to grow. Imagine when you could go to Rouse and spend Bitcoin.
Right.
You know what I mean? What's
Yeah.
that gonna do to the price of the coin? So I think that when they like integrate more places you can actually spend it, the value gonna shoot up even more.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's one thing I've been watching a lot of lately. I've been doing a lot of investing. Personally, I invested in Netflix a year plus ago.
Oh yeah.
Your girl's eating, so
yeah, you on your stuff. You remodeling the house, I heard. You know what I mean?
that's a secret. I'm just saying.
My bad.
So let's that's one thing about Nipsey. Like, it's not just about rap. He's actually educated on what's going on in tech and what's going on in financing. So I know you started your own program where you're basically trying to educate our youth on technology and how to break into that field. Like, what made you want to do that?
Yeah, so the program is called Too Big to Fail, and I didn't start it. I was brought into it. It was started by an investor and a real estate developer named Dave Gross.
Yeah.
And we just were sitting next to each other at the Laker game, and he like, Nip, you know, I'm a fan of the music, and this what I got going on. Let me come out of the office, let me show it to you. And when I saw the vision, it was like, to sum it up, it's basically a bridge to connect inner city LA youth to the opportunities in Silicon Valley. Because to ever be able to get a job at Google or Facebook or any one of these companies like Apple, you gotta get trained early on science, technology, engineering, and math. Because it's like a 10, 15-year learning curve for them things. You can't start. I mean, you can start whenever, but you really behind if you start late, you know? So these people that end up working there, you know, they got trained from elementary school.
Right.
You know, so we just want to be able to create a center where these young kids can come tap in, and it's multi-level. This one part of it is it's like a co-working space, kind of like WeWork.
Yeah.
So, you know, local entrepreneurs in the area could rent office space, and then the other level is the STEM center, where they could just get training and just, you know, get educated on science, technology, engineering, and math.
To prepare them for the future.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially 'cause that's one field that I was just talking to a friend of mine. He was the only black graduate out of his entire class in engineering or tech field, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And so that program is actually really important because it'll help influence those numbers in the future.
100%. And it's right in my neighborhood I grew up in, too. So, you know, it's an old bread factory that we remodeled. It's 5,000 square feet.
That's dope.
So it's an epic thing. We're going to actually open the doors the day before the album release on February 15th.
That's one thing about you I noticed with you. When you do things or when you try to start other business ventures, you try to do it in your own hood. Like, let's talk about your Marathon store.
Yeah, so the Marathon store, the hat he got on, the Crenshaw hat, that's where we sell all of our products at. And the idea, obviously, was to have a retail space for the apparel line that we started, which is called the Marathon Clothing. Yeah. But then even a step further, the Marathon store was the first the world's first smart store. You know what I mean? So where, with that, again, it's a complex idea, but to sum it up, it's basically, you could walk into the store, there's an app that you download, and content is integrated into the whole store. So his hat, the shirts, you can take your app and you can put the app up to the logo and stream content.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, so like, you know, I got the album coming out. I could say the album's dropping on the 16th, but from the 12th to the 16th, anybody that go buy a Crenshaw hat, I'm gonna have an exclusive record off the album that y'all can stream early. Instead of giving the exclusive to iTunes or to Spotify, no disrespect, but to be able to create something, you know, within our fan base and our consumer base.
Right.
So yeah, it's
Exclusive to y'all.
yeah, exactly. So we opened that June 16th of last year. So we've been open less than a year.
Are you gonna expand? Are you thinking about opening up more stores?
Yeah, definitely. That's the goal, is to have, you know, a national retail presence. You know, the goal is to have 10 of those stores in the United States. And, you know, so when I drop an album, I don't know if y'all familiar, one of my projects I sold it for $100. It was called Crenshaw. So imagine if I'd have had 10 marathon stores across the country,
Right.
and I dropped 1,000 of those units in each store at $100 each, we would have made $1 million in one day. You know what I mean? We made 100,000 off one of our stores. So if we was able to do that in 9 other markets, we would have been able to clear $1 million in one day, outside of iTunes, outside of the streaming, and just to create the opportunity to be, you know, a self-contained retail operation.
That's crazy, because I remember when you did that and everybody was like $100 for an album. Like, somebody in the audience was like, damn.
They bashed me.
Right. They tried to bash you, but when they saw that you were successful with it, it was like, whoa, hold on. Maybe I should take note on what he's doing over here, because he's really reaching his fans. Like, his fans are really supporting him by any means possible.
Yeah.
So for you, like, do you feel like you're trying to, or you're unintentionally setting a bar for your fans and your hip hop, and like how as you as a music mogul should be moving?
I think that's part of it.
Pushing the bar.
Yeah, I think definitely to push the bars is one of the goals, to be forward and to be ahead of the curve and to be innovative.
Right.
And then also, it's a lot of value as artists and as creators that the traditional business model, we leave a lot of that value on the table. So you got to create your own way to get that value and to monetize, you know, what you're doing, because it's more than one way to skin a cat, you know? So I think that the $100 album, or, you know, the apparel line, or the things that we've been doing is just other ways to, you know what I mean, create income and to monetize the connection that the music create.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is super dope. But I'm personally excited for the music, because we've been talking about this album for months now,
Yeah,
bruh.
yeah.
Everybody's ready for this album to drop. Am I wrong?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
So, do you want to start playing tracks for the fans?
Yeah, I got the phone right here. I don't know how y'all want me to do it. If y'all want me to go in order, or you just want me to play a couple of my favorites, y'all tell me what y'all rather do.
I want to hear your favorites.
My favorites? All right, we're going to do that then. So, yeah, one of the things when I made this album, I thought about what I love about classic rap albums and just classic albums in general. And one of the things I love is, like, when people take their classic records and they do part twos, you know. So one of my favorite records on the album is a record called Blue Laces 2. So on my Marathon mixtape, I don't know who's familiar with the Marathon, that's one of my early mixtapes. I got a record called Blue Laces, and that's one of the ones that really stood out and,
Right.
you know, people really connected to. So I got with the original producer from the first Blue Laces, and I told him, you know, tap back into that vibe. So I'm
Right.
gonna play Blue Laces 2 for y'all. I don't know who got the volume control. It's playing. We gotta bang this shit, man. Mogul and they know that. Logo on my flow mat. Courtside Chamberlain throwback match my Rolex. Everywhere I go flex. Valet park on some low shit. Whole lot of smoke in that Rory, that thing poke. Burning rubber. Wearing cameras that was undercovers.
Under pressure, made statements turned on their brothers. Never judge you, but the streets will never love you. I wonder what it come to in your brain for you to run to. Ones to hate us, handcuff us and mace us. Call us dumb niggas cause our culture is contagious. Third generation South Central gangbangers. I lived long enough to see it change. Think it's time we make arrangements. Finally wiggle out they maze. Find me out in different places. When the smoke by the door, this the infiltration. Double back dressed in blue lace. Killed Dr. Sebi, he was teaching health. I fuck with Rick Ross cause he teaching wealth. Dropped out of school, I'ma teach myself. Made my first meal on my own, I don't need your help. All black, Tom Ford, it's a special event. City council meeting, they got Hussle speaking. $1 billion project about to crack the cement. So one of our investments has become strategic. Summer 17, man, such a season. About to make my partners look like fucking genius. We was in the Regal, it was me and Steve. We done took a dream and turned it to a scene. Anything I wanted, everything I needed. Gotta pace yourself, it's all about your baby. You can have it all, it's all about your race. I done took my name and carved it in the cement.
So this next verse, a real story. I want y'all to tap in and like, y'all can close y'all eyes and just make it a movie if y'all want to, but it's something that really took place in my life, so really listen.
I flash back on that shootout at the beach, 20 deep. You tried to squeeze, your gun jammed and they released. Blood on your teeth, how many stains? I see 3. The bitch started to panic, so I made her switch seats. Driving now, police chopper here flying now. Really not too spooked, calmly ask me, am I dying now? All I know is keep you calm and collected. Cracking jokes like, nigga, now you gon' be finally respected. See your blood leaking, got my foot on his gas. Toss the 40, we pull up to Daniel Free and see crash. You know the alibi, they start shooting, we was standing by. Ain't see nothing but the flare from the talents fly. I wasn't there, I was passing by. Matter of fact, don't say shit, I'm just gonna drop you in the back and slide. That's your weed, all the cash is mine. I take them both to the spot, plus your phone till you back online.
Yeah, so that record called Blue Laces 2, that's on Victory Lap. That's one of my favorite ones. Yeah, thank y'all. Y'all can clap, man. Y'all can make some motherfucking noise, man. You feel me? Go ahead.
So, based on what you just said, so you were at the beach 20 deep.
20 deep.
And one of the homies got shot 3 times?
Yeah, we had a big old, it was a big old gang fight years ago, and it turned into a shootout, and that's just the story of what happened from the beach to the hospital and the conversation that took place and everything. But yeah, that's a true story.
Did he make it?
Yeah, he lived, he survived. Okay. I don't think I'd have rapped about a homicide, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not to be weird with you, but yeah. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but that he made it. He made it. Yeah, he's all right.
Okay. So obviously you probably given more of yourself or more of your actual story that you might have held from fans previously on the album?
Yeah.
Can you say that?
Yeah, definitely. I think the album is really a collection of stories. Okay. When I really listen back, it's really I think what makes me unique and what makes me special in rap and hip hop is just what took place before, and you know what I mean, the path of us getting here, and just the valleys and peaks and every, you know what I mean, what we went through. So I wanted to really go into detail on the album and just talk about them things so that people could get an understanding of why it's incredible that I got a real national debut about to happen in a couple days, and stand here as an entrepreneur. I got a joint venture with the label, and in spite of everything that took place, you know what I mean? So I think what was most important on the album was to just tell them stories.
Which is dope.
Yeah, thank you.
So what is the next song you want to get into?
So we gotta make a deal about this next one. I don't know. So it's a feature on this one, and if y'all could keep a secret, I'll play this. I know that's asking a lot. Y'all might.
That
just
means
tell
no
me.
tweets.
Yeah, if y'all can, you feel me? And I know it's cool to run back and man, I guess what? This is 8 days. I want to keep it low, but I want to share this with y'all. So can y'all agree to just keep it between us? You know what I'm saying? And don't reveal the
Staff
feature.
included.
Yeah, just and it's gonna be out in a week, so we only got 8 days. You know what I mean? But I do want y'all to hear this record. 'Cause this is one of my favorite songs on here. So it's called Dedication, and I'll just let y'all hear it. Y'all to hear who it is after the verse kick in.
Look, my nigga, this is dedication. This is anti-hesitation. It's a real nigga celebration. It's a dime block declaration. The Fifth Ave granny house with vanilla wafers. It's the remedy to separation. Tupac of my generation. Blue pill in the fucking matrix. Red rose in the great pavement. Young black nigga trapped and he can't change it. Know he a genius, he just can't claim it. Cause they left him no platforms to explain it. He frustrated so he get faded. But deep down inside he know you can't fade him. I stay dedicated. How long till I need some real nigga reparation. Your bank just for recreation. Dedication, hard work, plus patience. To some more of my sacrifice, I'm done waiting. Told you that I wasn't playing. Now you hear what I've been saying. Dedication. It's dedication. Look.
I spent my whole life thinking out the box. Boxing homies 3-on-1, got DP, but I ain't dropped. Chirp on me, here I come. Spin around the block, they blurped on me. Said I ran a stop sign, but that's a lie. I spent my whole life staring at the stage, playing Sega, daddy smoking Sherm, mama playing spades, catching vapors. Grandma said I get some Jordans for my grades. That's my baby. When she died, my heart broke 100 ways. I spent my whole life trying to make it, trying to chase it. The cycle of a black man divided, trying to break it. You take a lost shit, don't cry about it, just embrace it. Mine a setback for major comeback, that's my favorite. My nigga L said you do a song with Nip. K-Dot here better grip. I said he a man first, you hear the words out his lips about flourishing from the streets to black businesses. Level 4 y'all living, giving to false imprisonment. Listen close, my nigga, it's bigger than deuces and foes, my nigga. Since elementary we close, my nigga, you're straight like that. I give you the game, go back to the turf and give it right back. For generations we've been dealt bad hands with bad plans. Prove your dedication by hopping out Grand Ams. I'm at the premiere, politicking with Top Nip and Snoop. Damn, Pac watching the way we groove for dedication. If it ain't congratulate, then it look like hate. If it ain't congratulate, then it look like what Nip said. Hold up.
Look, this ain't entertainment. It's 4 niggas on a slave ship. These songs just the spirituals I swam against them waves with. Ended up on shore to their amazement. I hope the example I set's not contagious. Lock us behind gates but can't tame us. Used to be stay safe, now stay dangerous. Cause ain't no point in playing defense, nigga. That's why I dove off the deep end, nigga, without a life jacket. Couple mil, tour the world, all my life cracking. Cook the books, bring it back so it's no taxes. Royalties, publishing.
Dropping
I'm gonna say the rest
bombs.
for the album. Yeah, thank y'all.
So how did this Kendrick collabo come together?
Man, we me, the whole TDE, we've been locked in since day one.
Right.
We was on tour together in like 2007.
Mm-hmm.
We both opened up for Game on the LAX tour.
Mm-hmm.
So like J-Rock, Ali, Top Dog, Absol, everybody that that's a part of TDE. We was all meeting up in the venues backstage every day, you know what I mean, sharing pizzas and all that, you know what I mean?
Right.
So we always had a good relationship, and when we was in album mode, one of my producers, he worked real close with Kendrick.
Yeah.
And he actually snuck that record to Kendrick because he was like, we was talking about who he should feature on the album, and I had a different record in mind, and I'm like, send this one to him. And he like, nah, bro, you gotta send Dedication. And we kind of like, we disagreed on it. So he just sent it anyway, and K-Dot knocked the verse out, and so he just didn't tell me nothing. I was at the Tupac premiere in LA, and I seen Kendrick, and I'm like, you got the record? He like, yeah, I got it. Dedication, right? I'm like, nah, I ain't, not dedication. I'm like, nah, the other record. He like, nah, you know, I'm gonna send it back in a couple days though, so I'm just, you know, all right, cool. But when he sent it back, I'm like, yeah, he killed it. You know, he went crazy. And he actually talked about what happened at the Tupac premiere.
Yeah.
You know, me, Snoop, Top Dog, and Kendrick had a real convo just about like street shit in LA and what's going on and the influence we got now as artists and what we should do. You know what I mean? So he spoke on that in his verse. Yeah, so that's one of my favorite records on the album. I think people gonna really gravitate to that one. It's called Dedication.
Yeah, I think this.
Yeah.
Social media
You
gonna
fuck with
go
that?
crazy.
That's right. Yeah. See, homie, look, man. Look.
Now, I swear to God, if one of y'all tweet,
My man's in the back watching everybody, trust me. Hitting phones and all that.
right?
Nah, all right, so yeah, I'm gonna go to, have everybody heard all the singles already? I heard Rap Niggas and y'all heard last time I checked?
Yes.
So we can skip them, we ain't gotta play them. We'll play something else for y'all. So I'm gonna play the intro, you know what I mean? This record, it's the title track, it's called Victory Lap. One of the things I wanted to do on the album, I wanted the production to be like a clear elevation from the mixtapes. And I wanted it to be obviously rap music, but I wanted it to be musical as well. And just, you know, go ahead.
Wait, you said you wanted to be musical as well, so as far as chorus and melodies, or?
Just the actual instruments is what I was talking about just right now. But that too, but on this one, you know, I really wanted to, you know, have a real musical backdrop to what I was saying and kind of score the lyrics, you know what I mean? So this is one of the records that when we got this one done, I told all my producers, like, this the sound of the album, just in terms of how dramatic it is and how the music accents what I'm saying. And so that's why I made it the title track. It's called Victory Lap. And it's the girl singer, her name's Stacey Barb. She's a dope artist and songwriter. She wrote a gang of hit records, and she a solo artist herself. So yeah, it's me and Stacey Barb on this.
I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it, no kidding. Breaking down a switch in front of your building. Sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings. Last night it was a cold killing. You gotta keep the devil in his hole, nigga. But you know how it go, nigga. I'm front line every time it's on, nigga. 100 proof flow, run and shoot pro. 458 drop, playing bulletproof soul. Every few shows, I just buy some new gold. Circle got smaller, everybody can't go. Downtown Diamond District, jewelers like yo. Hustle, holla at me, I got Cubans on the low. Through the Cancun, smoking Cubans on the boat. Then dock that Tulum just to smoke. Look, listening to music at the Mayan ruins. True devotion on the bluest ocean. Cruising, my cultural influence, even revolution. I'm integrated vertically, y'all niggas blew it. They tell me hustle, dumb it down, you might confuse me. This ain't that weirdo rap you motherfuckers used to. I'm a urban legend, South Central in a certain section. Can't express how I curb detectives. Guesses, evidence of a divine presence. Blessings, held me down at times I seem reckless. Effort, got an L but got an E for effort. Stretched it, dropped him off in the Mojave Desert. Then left him, ain't no answer to these trick questions. Money making nip, straighten out my jewelry on my bitch dresser. Well known, flick up in jail clothes, snatch a champagne bottle from Rico's till T-shows. Whatever, nigga, playing chess, not checkers, nigga. 38 special for you clever niggas. See, bro, you ain't living down by the street code. Been through all these motions up and down like a seesaw. I can never view you as my equal. Fuck, I wanna hear your CD fault. Finna take it there. This time around, I'ma make it clear. Spoke some things into the universe and they appear. I say it's worth it, I won't say it's fair. find your purpose or you wasting air. Fuck it though, y'all niggas scared. Eyes open, I can see it clear. They don't make them bar none, they don't make them real. They don't make it where I'm from, they don't take it here. They ain't seeing due time, I be making meals. Bossed up in this game, I've been making deals. Get your lawyer on the phone, we can make it real. I got checks and balance, I flex dramatic. Another 50 on my neck, just my reckless habit. Ain't no pussy on my rap, disrespect is savage. I make one phone call and the rest get handled. It's just another front step with candles. No message from the set, we accept your challenge.
So the outro is real musical, but y'all hear that on the album. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it's gonna start off.
Fire.
Clap it up. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
I see what you're saying as far as elevating the sound and the production of it, because that sounds crazy. Like if you starting off with that, that's setting the bar high.
Nah, thank you.
You feel me? So I don't want to give away the full album because I do feel like from what we've heard so far, that is one of those albums that you literally just got to sit down, focus, and slap all the way through.
I think so.
Like
too.
it's a story.
I think so too. Yeah.
So can we get one more?
Yeah, definitely. I'll play one more for you. And yeah, I think to your point, I made the album to be unfolded. You know what I'm saying? So like when you get it in your headphones and really catch every line and listen to what I'm saying, it's a theme through the whole project. And I'm excited to get it out, man. But I'm gonna play one more record that I'm really proud of. Let me get back to my iTunes. All right, so yeah, so this record is another feature. Again, I need y'all to work with me. You know what I'm saying?
How many features on the album? 3?
It's a couple. I ain't gonna say too much. It's a couple features on here. Nah, but it's not a lot of rap features. You know, it's like it's 2 rap features. So y'all heard the YG feature.
Yeah.
And y'all heard the Kendrick feature. And then you know, it might be a hidden track, you know, on the last track. Don't stop the album, just let it play. You know, after the credits roll in the movie, some shit'll pop back up, so stay in your seat, you know what I mean? But so this record right here is featuring Puff. Puff is just like, you know, egging me on. He ain't even rapping, he just doing his Puff Daddy shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I love that though. That's one of the things I love about Biggie catalog is, you know, it was always like a tag team energy on them records. And before I finished the album, I took it to Puff, and I was just like, as a producer, give me your feedback on the records. Cause I feel like Puff one of the like underrated producers. Yeah. He wears so many hats. He an artist, he an entrepreneur, he a marketing genius, but as a producer, he made Life After Death. He made Mary J. Blige, he made Mace, you know what I mean? And if you really think about records like More Money, More Problems for Biggie, you know, Biggie added a verse. No disrespect against the legend, but the structure of the song from the Diana Ross sample to like somebody listening to one of Biggie interviews where he said, yeah, it's more money, more problems. You get more money, it's gonna be more problems. And then taking that to the songwriters and saying, you know, flip the Diana Ross melody, but use this Biggie lingo and then present it to Biggie, you know, as a concept. That's production. So I just brought the album to Puff and I was like, tell me what you think. And we've been in the studio since, and he just been helping me like elevate the records, add music. Certain records, he was like, you don't need this one on here. You got a classic album if you remove a couple of these songs. And you know, he just locked in on the production. And this one, when he heard this, I had asked him to get on Rap Niggas, cause I was looking at the Hate Me Now Nas record. You remember Hate Me Now?
Yes.
You remember that was in the video with the minks on and the fire and all that. I'm like, that's what we gonna do for Rap Niggas. And he like, yeah, that's strong, but I like this record, the one I'm about to play for y'all.
Okay.
So this record called Young Nigga. And again, you know, it's rap lingo, but if you really listen to what I'm saying, I'm talking about a situation that really took place in my life. And I ain't gonna just be literal. I'll let y'all dig into it and listen to it. But it's called Young Niggas. Oh, and by the way, I produced this right here. You feel me?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I'm proud of this.
Strippers in the club and my cups half empty. Ride with my niggas 'cause my niggas understand me.
Right now.
Motherfucker, let's go. Yeah, what can make a nigga wanna go and get it? Said he want a Beamer with the subs in it. Said he grew up in a house and it was love missing. Said he grew up in the city, keep the run with her. Young nigga, let's go. Young nigga. And he don't need a reason, he a young nigga. And you don't want your daughter or your sons with her. Young nigga. Let's go. Young nigga. Probably never understand him. Till he pull up in the Phantom. When he pull up in the Phantom, he gon' have that shit blasted. That's right. Like young nigga, just young nigga. Young nigga, just young nigga. What they call you, where you from, nigga? In my city, that was question number one, nigga. Looking at the legend I become, nigga. I can't help but feeling like I am the one, nigga. Remember, I was on the run, nigga. Couple years before you had a son, nigga. Open up your doors and kept it one with me. Held a nigga down and that was love, nigga. Nobody wanna stand in front of judge, nigga. Yeah. Make you think of better days like when you was winning. Standing on the couches in the club with us. Then I got my shot, I had to run with it. Out the gate, lost count many days. In the studio we slayed, but this shit we gotta say. Staring in the space as you fishing for a phrase. Uninspired, and your mind still is all a paper chase. First you over dedicate, then you notice that you're great. And you been the whole time, and it slap you in your face. Then you stacking in your safe, got it cracking, it was fake. Now you the definition, nigga, laughing to the bank. I'm a master of my fate. Plus I'm the type of nigga own the masters to my tapes. I'm in Nevada for the day. I caught a flight from Philly, we just sold out TLA. Fresh up off the stage, on my way to B of A. A&B, we LA, tryna eat, we the way. Look, young Nipsey the great, never taught how to drink, I just lead to the lake. It's 80-something degrees in LA. Fuck it, time to put some jet skis on the lake. Look, I got a team at my bank. I don't even need an ID at my bank. This used to be a dream we would chase. I know Jay Stone and Copy Supreme could relate. I know the whole team could relate. I know Evan McKenzie and Brian Lees could relate. Cornell Sedan, Adam Brown, Stephen Donaldson and Black Sam been on this marathon. Ballin' since my brother used to hustle out the vines. Couple 100,000 up, he took a shovel to the line. No exaggeration for the content of my songs. When he went to dig it up, shit, 100-something gone. Molded. You can ask moms, had to plug in blow dry for the ones that need to wash. Salvaged a little bit, young rich nigga shit, pressure on your shoulder. How you gonna deal with it? Say it's all comfortable when you transition, but it's so beautiful when you get rich in it. When you start killing shit, and they all witness it. Money roll faster than niggas can't spend this shit. Open more businesses with you and your niggas. Watching your vision, it's the important generous. Fucking for a dealership, we up in Forbes. Watching and they wishing that it wasn't yours. I forgive you, I remember I was poor. The sign in the way of what you reaching for. Gotta play the game, you gotta reach the score. See, I'ma do the same and pop the clutch for it. Tell me if I want it, gotta hustle for it. Only difference now the money more mature.
Young nigga, young nigga, young nigga, young nigga, young nigga. Get your money, young nigga. Get your money, young nigga. Young nigga, young nigga. Get the money, 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 Keep God first, though.
Take that.
And I gotta take that, you know what I mean? Yeah, thank y'all, appreciate it. Yeah, so that's 4 of the records that I really connected to. It's other classic records on the album, but you know, for time's sake and just to make sure y'all got a surprise next week, ain't gonna play everything.
That's one of those, you gotta go get the pre-sale right now.
Y'all
Because
got to, man.
everything that we've heard so far was fire. Everything had its own unique spin.
Right.
It wasn't the same old shit, because you know some people just like to make the same song over and over again.
Yeah.
But every song I feel like shows a different side of you.
Right.
And takes your musical elevation to the next level. So congratulations.
Thank
I'm
you.
excited.
That's
It
what's
sounds
up.
like this could be a classic album.
Thank you.
Now, are there any last words you want to say to your fans before we let you go?
I appreciate y'all coming, really. You know, I'm excited on some music shit, really. Regardless of like the business side and everything that's gonna happen on business, I'm here as an artist and I'm excited to put out new music and new art. It really took a while for me to get the album where it is, and I'm real confident in the music. You know, I take it y'all, I don't know how y'all won, but I figured I had to call in, and so I figured y'all fuck with me a little bit, you know. So I appreciate it, and I think that, you know, y'all will be impressed and appreciate the music when it come out, and you know what I mean? Y'all get online, and when it do come out, y'all at me and tweet me what y'all think, you know what I mean? And thank Thank y'all. Love.
What day does it drop again?
It dropped February 16th, which is a week from Friday. So 8 days from today.
So basically, what you slapping All-Star Weekend?
Victory lap. You
There
already
it
know.
is. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, thank you again for sliding through. Cannot wait for
Always.
the album.
Thank you.
My guy Nipsey Hussle, your girl
Yeah.
Shay Diddy, it's 106 KMEL.
Bow bow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you guys all for coming out to the VIP Lounge with 106 KMEL and Nipsey Hussle. Please grab all your belongings and follow